33. Overnight tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 36. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, windy, and chilly with flurries possible, high of 36. Monday, mostly cloudy and windy with snow showers possible, high of 38. Tuesday, cloudy and windy, high of 42. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 32. In Madison, it's 36. In Waukesha, it's 37. And in Milwaukee, it is 39 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton in Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:08.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Thank you for joining us on this brisk morning. You can only see a high of 43 today, and then the snow will be coming in this afternoon, so hopefully you're ready for that. I know Rose Gray isn't, because she was in Africa where it was probably a lot warmer than it is here. How are you?
I'm good. Snow is a 4-letter word.
Yes. So welcome back.
Thank you. What an amazing trip. So the first thing right off the bat, I'm going to say, anybody that was on the Kenya trip with me that returned Wednesday night, who would like very much to weigh in on our experience, 855-616-1620. I would love it if you would call or text. A call would make me even happier. So we can talk about that. The other thing is the phone lines are open, and anything they want to, the callers or the listeners want to discuss with regard to Hurricane Melissa. Now that's behind us. However, what are the ramifications and the implications from that disaster? Then also, I know that people are going to have questions about this 4 to 10% flight reduction mandated by the FAA and how that's going to impact travel. And we can certainly talk about that as well. And then we want to let everybody know that if you text F like Fox, W like World, T like Travel to 855-616-1620, you will get a preview of our Black Friday deals that are going to be happening now or soon. So many of them that it's almost impossible for me to name them all. But FWT to 855-616-1620 will get you ahead of the game when it comes to Black Friday. Now, Black Friday in my day was exactly that. The Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It's not like that anymore, right? I mean, everybody's got deals going on.
All the time for a whole month.
All the time for a whole month is exactly right. So that's one way that you can find the specials and the deals that we're going to be offering. And then I guess the other thing is we want to talk a little bit about an event that's happening that actually does have something to do with Africa.
Yeah, that we're going to do on December 2nd, right?
Yes, exactly. And I'm telling you what, I have such a new respect for the different ways to do safaris in Africa. My experiences with Africa previously had been South Africa.
Okay.
I have done South Africa 4 times.
Okay.
And I love it. And it's Kruger National Park is where you do your safaris. And I thought that's how it was going to look all the way around. Well, let me tell you what, Kenya is completely different. And right now, as we speak, there's another Fox World Travel / African Travel group that's traveling within Tanzania, and our own Libby Collins is on that trip
That's
right now. So lots going on.
People going all over the place.
And still continuing to fly in spite of the government shutdown.
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to have questions on that as we go through. But yes,
exactly.
FWT, text that in to 855-616-1620. Call in if you were on the Africa trip with Rose. We'd love to hear from you. Or just in general, questions about travel. That's what we're here for. The Fox World Travel Show is on WTMJ.
Space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
You're not just a job number as a Sidex customer. They've been family-owned since 1988, and they treat you as part of their family. Upgrade and transform your current bathroom space with Sidex Windows Siding and Bath. They have seasoned design consultants with 10 to 30 years of experience. The owner, Joe, is honoring his dad's legacy with top-tier products and expert craftsmanship. It's Sidex, the best in the business. Get a free shower door upgrade when you mention WTMJ. Visit sidexremodel.com.
Furnace on the fritz? Hopefully it doesn't happen. But if it does, call Quality for 24/7 fast emergency service. Because we have a huge service crew dedicated to servicing equipment first and replacing equipment only when necessary. We know older equipment, along with the newest in heating technology, and we won't be there to sell you something you don't need because we don't know how to work on it.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. When your pipes burst, water heater's leaking, drains backing up, or whatever your plumbing problem is, the reliable plumbers at Quality are on hand 24/7 to fix your plumbing problem with fully stocked vehicles and lightning-fast response times. This is Anthony Zanevsky. Call Quality first and get the signature service you deserve to fix your plumbing problem ASAP.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Some things are fine to buy from a vending machine, but despite what a certain national online company tells you, a car is not one of them.
Let's see. Cheese doodles, Mr. Nougat bar. Oh, here we go. Green 4-door hatchback. We're gonna need some more quarters.
Sure, they make it seem convenient, but it won't be so convenient if you have a problem with the vehicle you buy. And if it's after 7 days, good luck. Adam member dealers also let you search online, and unlike those national companies, you get to see the vehicle in person and test drive it before you buy it. You also have the assurance that the vehicle's been thoroughly tested, and if any issue does come up, your local Adam member dealer is right here to service it and can also provide low financing and top dollar for your trade. Think about that before you take the chance with their so-called vending machine.
What? It's stuck. No! Oh, rats.
Start your search at adamm.com.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Nate is in the producer's studio ready to take your calls at 855-616-1620. That's
Playing a
Exciting
little Toto.
Unlimited WTMJ Talking Text Line. Playing Africa, that's right. And we were talking about Africa. You went to Kenya.
Yes.
And so what was different? You said it was different from your normal safari.
Yeah, so when you go to Kruger, it's a different landscape for sure, and it's a different way of seeing the animals. I don't want to say that you're searching for them, but you've got to find them within the trees and things like that, or within the bushes, or within the camouflage that they have created for themselves, so that they're not hunted.
Not like wide open safari,
which
where
is
you're looking over elephants and giraffes.
And that is what Kenya is. Acres and acres and acres and acres of field, like plains, like rolling plains, where you would see herds and herds and herds of zebra, or zebra as they say, and wildebeest and warthogs and impalas, all in this same gigantic herding like a situation. So very, very different. I am so glad I did it. I can't even tell you how glad I am I did it. What's kind of cool about the whole thing is that this just comes at such a perfect time, because on the 2nd of December, our good friends from African Travel, who are our primary group travel person, our company when we do these things, will be having a show. It's a travel show with African Travel. It's from 1 to 3 o'clock on the 2nd of December at the Red Circle Inn in Nashotah. Mm-hmm. And you do have to RSVP. And we are going to talk about the sunset and safari and sunsets, which is the South Africa and Zimbabwe for May of next year. And we're going to be talking about Tanzania for October of next year. And more. If you want to talk about Rwanda, you want to talk about Uganda, you want to talk about Morocco, you want to talk about Egypt, it's African Travel, and all they do is Africa. That is absolutely all they do.
Perfect place to be then if you're thinking about
Exactly.
Africa.
We have an interesting comment on the text line that says, what about the travel warning in Tanzania? As you can imagine, while I was there was an uprising in Dar es Salaam, which is their capital city, because of a corrupt election that took place, a presidential election. I won't go into any of those details. You can look that all up. However, our group is not there. Our group travels in the Kilimanjaro, Arusha, that whole area. That's where the safari is taking place. So although there is a warning for Tanzania, which is level 3, reconsider travel, it's always important to delve into those State Department warnings to find out, what does that actually mean? Where's the problem, and am I anywhere near that situation? And I am telling you this, Fox works with only the best of the best when it comes to tour operators, and they work with us to make the decision. One always has to remember they've got boots on the ground. Yeah. They've got people in the destination who can make that determination, is it safe to go? And again, Fox and African Travel would never put anyone in harm's way, and if it wasn't safe, we wouldn't have gone. And again, for those of you who maybe follow Libby Collins on Facebook or Instagram or one of her social media accounts, she's posting furiously and having the time of her life.
Yeah. Why? How could you not, right?
It's like nothing ever. But again, featuring the African Travel Tour Company, December 2nd, RSVP online. To find that, you go to our website, then go to Vacation Travel, go to Stay Connected, and you'll find travel events.
Okay, so you're talking about Fox World Travel being kind of in communication. Here's what's happening. Here's why we're going. Here's why it's safe. We're going to be in a different area. What's going on with the FAA, and how's that affecting travel for you guys? Are you on the phone all the time talking to people like, here's where we're at?
Well, we don't have to talk too much because we have such technology that we're watching it from behind. I was doing a lot of media yesterday. As you can imagine, many of the media outlets were reaching out to Fox for comments on how this is going to affect travelers. Now, the way this works is FAA says that the major carriers that service 40 major airports had to reduce their flight schedules by 4%. Now, when you think about 44,000 flights a day, 4% isn't horrible, right, but it could be your flight. And it doesn't matter if you're 1.1%, right, you're the one that's being effective. How can you proactively prepare for the possibility of a flight cancellation or a flight schedule change? By being exactly that, proactive, by having the airline's website or having the airline's app downloaded on your phone. Be ready with that. Always have some backup plans yourself. Don't let the airlines dictate to you what you're going to do. Maybe they say, I'm sorry, we can't get you on this day, but we can move you over to tomorrow. Look to see, are there alternatives they didn't give you? You could say, what about this option? I see on your website, you've got a flight that routes through fill in the blank, and I'd like to take that one instead. Is that an option for me? And then the other thing to remember is this. The airlines are being super good with regard to waivers, so no penalties, and even on their basic economy tickets, which usually are absolutely not refundable under any circumstances, they're making exceptions there as well.
Okay, they're working with you to try to help out.
Trying so hard.
All right, well, hopefully this doesn't go on much longer and we can move back to reality and get where we need to be. But until then, that's why Fox World Travel is here to help. They can help you with all your travel needs. Check them out at foxworldtravel.com, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
9 to 5.
You can call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Thank you for listening to the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
We all have one. That junk drawer, old keys, dead batteries, a phone charger from 2008. But somewhere in there are the tools you actually need. They're just buried in the clutter. For many people, their finances look the same way. Scattered, outdated, unproductive. A financial junk drawer. At Annex Wealth Management, we help you clean out that junk drawer. Organize what matters, eliminate what doesn't, and plan with purpose. And we'll do it as a fee-only fiduciary. Start today at AnnexWealth.com. That's Annex Wealth Management.
The countdown is on. Black Friday is almost here at Fox World Travel, and the travel deals are better than ever. Get ready to explore the world with our top partners, including Viking, Globus, Delta Vacations, and Insight Vacations. Whether you're dreaming of European river cruises, tropical getaways, or guided land tours, we've got something for every kind of traveler. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO to get on our list for when these savings go live.
Get 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
Whoa, what are you doing?
We don't do sales at Penny Mustard.
I know, Nicole.
So how can we offer 2 mattresses for the price of 1?
Because it's only 1 mattress.
You're not making sense, Ben. Have you been painting in confined spaces again?
Arvid, I'm talking about Penny Mustard's 2-sided mattresses.
Oh, I see. When you have a flippable 2-sided foam or coil spring mattress,
it's like having 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
You'll give each side more time to breathe.
And your mattress will last twice as long.
You use both sides of your pillow, and you should be able to use both sides of your mattress, too.
I don't use a pillow.
What do you use?
A cement block.
Really?
I find it relaxing after a long day of painting in confined spaces.
2-sided mattresses, because 2 is better than 1. Available every day at Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Don't worry, call Fox World Travel and let them help you through your trip. That's what it's all about. Don't forget, you can find the Fox World Travel Show podcast on Spotify, Apple, on their website at foxworldtravel.com. So if you missed the first part of the show, there's still a way to catch it. Rose Gray back after just a couple weeks of being gone, and you're going to be here through February.
I am. I have nowhere to go, so you're stuck with me for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Unheard of.
Unheard of.
All right. Got a text here at 855-616-1620. Good morning. My wife and I are traveling to Amsterdam in April to sail on the scenic tour MS Pearl. Do you have any tips or suggestions for us? My wife is a lover of all things tulips.
One would assume that on that particular itinerary, there would be several opportunities for tulips, and one of which would be to go to the flower market. I'm guessing that's going to be one of your options, and you will be blowing by. It's a tulips cruise, definitely a tulips cruise, and you will be blowing by fields and fields and fields of tulips. Now, what I will say about going to Amsterdam, whether it's in April or any of the months of the year, watch out for what they call the killer bikes. I have never in my life seen such aggressive bike riders, let's call them cyclists.
Oh, really?
In my life. All guides, all tour directors, all people that know anything to do with tourism in Amsterdam will mention it and be very, very adamant that you be super careful. Don't step out into a bike lane, because there's a bike lane and then there's the road, and they will mow you down. So we think more in terms of kindness and Midwest niceness, right? Where you let the pedestrians go by. Absolutely not. It's the primary mode of transportation in Amsterdam. There are literally thousands of them. They have the most cool parking situation for their bikes. They stack them up on racks 3 stories high, 3 levels high, because there's nowhere else to park them. So their bikes are king. They are necessary, but I'm telling you, take care. And as the caller asked, what about the tulip situation? Truly, that is tulip time. That whole entire season, the end of March through all of April, is tulip time, scenic tulip cruising, and that's what they will do on that itinerary for you.
Perfect. You were kind of reminding me of the Vespas in Italy. We were told the same thing. You can't just step into the street because they drive like nuts in Italy. But Fox World Travel, will they be planning a group Danube cruise for next fall?
It's very possible. Now, when you say next fall, one would assume that this is meaning the 26. What you need to do to find out about any of our groups is when you go to the vacation page, you will find a section that says groups, and under Fox Group Vacations, you're going to see all of our 26 offerings. Now, at the current time, we've got a romantic Rhine trip. And then if you go down just a little bit more, you will see Christmas on the Danube with a 2-night stay in Prague. that is a Christmas markets for 2026. So that is what I'm seeing for now. Very unlikely that we'll add more river cruises for 2026, but you could stay tuned for 27. Or I also tell you that a group tour is wonderful, but not mandatory or really necessary when you're doing river cruising, because they take such incredibly good care of you while you're on that river cruise. So don't be, pick a date that works for you and let one of our advisors come up with the Danube River Cruise that works for you specifically.
Somebody just texted in, ramping up to 10% flight cutbacks by Friday. If the shutdown isn't resolved by the 21st, the start of Thanksgiving travel peak, it could be a lot of trouble. I didn't even think about it. We're coming up on the holiday season where everybody's going to be traveling. So.
Absolutely. And here's my take on it. Again, as stated at the beginning and the end of every one of these programs, this is my opinion. This is not even Fox's opinion. This is my opinion. Now that the airlines have gotten involved, I think the government is going to make some going to make some moves well before the holiday season, because you are 100% correct. It could be absolutely a nightmare if we have to be involved in this in the Thanksgiving travel season.
So how do you guys alert people that you're dealing with if you get the news, hey, your flight is delayed, canceled? How do you find out? Through the airline app, right?
Yeah,
That's the best way?
Yeah. So when you make a reservation on the website of an airline, you have to put your email address in, and then that's where you're going to get notifications. What I'm telling people, and this is what I said in my media interviews yesterday, is, again, be proactive. Keep looking at that reservation. Right now, if I had a reservation that was coming up even within the next 4 weeks, I would be looking at that reservation on a daily basis, because they may be so far behind getting the updates out, even though they're supposed to be automated, that you could help yourself a great deal by finding it in advance and then doing something about it. So continually check on that. Now, if you happen to be traveling for business and you work with a TMC or a travel management company like Fox World Travel, we've got your back. We're on top of that. Like you would not even believe. So you don't even have to be watching it. We've got you covered, kind of a thing. But I remember, helping yourself is the best thing that you can do. There's absolutely nothing wrong with continually checking to see that flight schedule has not changed since you booked it.
Be a proactive advocate for yourself.
Exactly. And another good tip here is, if you're booking through a third party, I'm talking Expedia, Kayak, Travelocity, any of those out there places, you may not be notified in a timely manner because that's coming through a third party. So think about that.
All right. We're going to go over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. If you have calls or texts for Rose, 855-616-1620. Let's hand it over to Elizabeth Lintonen.
Thanks, Dayton. After a Rhode Island federal judge ordered SNAP benefits be fully restored for the month of November as of yesterday, the Trump administration is appealing the ruling. The administration is seeking to suspend any court orders requiring it to spend more money than available in a contingency fund. In Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers says food share benefits have been fully distributed to recipients for the month of November. The ongoing court battle adds to weeks of uncertainty for the food program, which serves about 1 in 8 Americans, 700,000 Wisconsinites, and 230,000 residents living in Milwaukee. A young child's death on Milwaukee's north side is now under investigation. The 3-year-old has been identified as DeQuarius Berry. He was found unresponsive in a home Thursday near 29th and Hour. The medical examiner ruled Berry's death a homicide. Police have not arrested anyone in connection. An annual parade to honor those who served takes place today, but it's being hosted in a new location. The 5th annual Wisconsin's Veterans Day Parade is being held in downtown Wauwatosa, moving from its previous location in downtown Milwaukee. According to the Wisconsin Veterans Community Foundation, it's the only remaining active Veterans Day parade in the state. The parade will honor over 500 veterans and feature a military flyover along with other festivities. It kicks off this morning at 11 a.m. Taking a look at your roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, it is still all clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores. Highway 100 and Layton Avenue in Greenfield. 23rd and Lincoln and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee. Great bargains and a great cause. You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
Here's Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, rain to mix into snow, high of 43. Overnight tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 36. Tomorrow, cloudy, windy, and chilly with flurries possible, high of 36. Monday, mostly cloudy and windy with snow showers possible, high of 38. Tuesday, cloudy, windy, cold, high of 42. Right now in Green Bay, it's 33. In Waukesha, it's 37. And in Milwaukee, it is 40 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:32.
When we're out in your town, come say hi as we broadcast live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin mobile studio.
Anytime you hear us when we're on the road, you can find us live from our brand new mobile studio.
Whether it be Summerfest, EAA, Opening Day, Air and Water Show, wherever we may be.
You can see us on the radio, live from the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin mobile studio.
We are Wisconsin's radio station.
We are Wisconsin's radio station.
We are Wisconsin's radio station.
News Radio 620 WTMJ.
How do you want your backyard to look? New deck, patio, shade area, pergola, fire pit, in-ground pool, outdoor kitchen, or all of it? Let Outdoor Living Unlimited design and build your space, and everyone will scream wow when they see your new backyard. Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom or visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Welcome back to Ask Hassellus.
I give up. Where are they?
Who?
Hassellus Mattress employees.
Hassellus Mattress showrooms really are employee-free. Give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Don't believe it.
You won't believe our prices either. Beauty Rest, Sealy Posturepedic, and more for way less. Free next day delivery, too.
Sure. Next you'll say I can get a free adjustable base with my purchase through Monday.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Oh, come on.
Find an employee-free showroom near you at hassellus.com.
This message reaches 1 million people or more every week. Spreading the gospel is more than one voice speaking to 1 million. It is and must continue to be 1 million voices, each speaking to one, pointing them to our friend Jesus.
The Lutheran Hour with Dr. Michael Ziegler.
The Lutheran Hour, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on WTMJ.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Welcome to the second half of the show. Rose Gray in this week on the Fox World Travel Show. I'm Dayton Kane. Rain and some snow moving in this afternoon with a high of 43. Not looking forward to that. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, it's gotta happen, but it's never pleasant when you know that's the beginning of winter.
So winter's coming. We want to get away, and if we text FWT right now, we'll get some pre-Black Friday sales.
Right, exactly. And you'll get the information. Somebody texted in a really good question and said basically Apple Vacation says the pre-Black Friday sale ends on 11/25 as they always seem to have deals. Would you anticipate the actual Black Friday sale to be the same or even better than the deals out there right now? I think they're going to be better. I think our deals are going to be better because we have a relationship with Apple Vacation where we can double dip, if you will, and we can put some things on top of an ongoing sale. What I replied to the texter was, they're kind of like Kohl's. Apple Vacations is kind of like Kohl's. There's always a sale going on. Do you ever buy anything at Kohl's full price? Rarely, because there's always a sale going on. So it's just a matter of timing and that kind of a thing. But we do, in fact, have some additional discounts that we're passing on. And it's not just with Apple Vacations. It's with a number of our partners that we've got Black Friday deals going on.
It makes sense.
Yep.
855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. We do have somebody on the line. You might know Patty from Campbell Sport.
Oh, I can't wait
Good
to
morning,
talk to Patty from Campbell Sport. Jumbo.
Jumbo.
Is that how you say hi?
That's how you say hi. Yeah, Asante, how you say thank you.
Okay.
So hi, Patty. How are you recovering from your jet lag?
I am recovering. I ended up with a little cold, but other than that, I'm back on my feet, ready to rock and roll and start sharing my pictures and putting a book together and all that good stuff. I just need to say how awesome my husband and I went. We were 2 out of 30 people that were on this. Everything went so smoothly. Like Rose was saying, the African travel, the drivers we were with them for the whole time we were there. There were 6 safari trucks that went out, I believe. Or 5, whatever, but we were with the same driver all the time, and they were so knowledgeable and helpful and kind. Really was a trip of a lifetime. I can't say everything great about Fox World.
That you are so sweet. So we should let everybody know that the way that it works is that you stay with the same vehicle and the same driver. And Dayton and I were talking off the air why that is, because your driver knows what you've seen so far. And you start getting to a point where you're checking things off your list, and now you want to finish that off. And in our case, Patty, what was the culmination? What was that animal we saw at the very end?
Actually, we saw the leopard, and which was amazing because what they also do is while you're out in the bush, they're on the radio. Now they're speaking Swahili, so you don't know what they're saying, but they're on the radio, and like our driver was the first one that spotted the leopard because that was the last of the big five that we hadn't seen. And he was just like a little kid. All of a sudden he saw it. He grabbed out his binoculars, couldn't get them out fast enough, just made sure that's what he saw. And before long, there were 20 trucks that all came from different directions to see this leopard. And they did such a great job of letting everybody have their time to look at it and then move along so the next truck could move up. And it was awesome.
And this particular leopard had a kill. So we got to see this leopard with the kill in his jaws climb this tree and then put his kill up into this tree to protect it from anybody else so he would have his meal all to himself for the next 24 hours.
Yes, it was amazing.
Well, thank you, Patty, for taking time on your Saturday morning to call in. Love to you, love to Bob, and I hope we get to travel again because you guys were a blast.
Oh, I'm hoping too. So we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Patty.
All right, Patty. Thanks for have a good weekend. So let's talk about when we text FWT to 855-616-1620. What are we getting exactly?
So you're getting a list of or an idea of what's out there now, but what's going to be out there soon. And so it's a great link. I always check it out myself just because I want to make sure it's working.
Yeah.
And it is working. And when you do that, you just get sent to a link that is going to send you Black Friday comes early. You can sort through all of these deals. We've got some spring break trips are already full. We get that. We know that. But we do have some space left on a couple of what we're calling turnkey groups. What that means is we held space, and we had to give some of that space back. I'm not going to lie, but we still have some space left. And we sold one group completely out. So that's another thing. So there's not a tour manager or anything like that on these, but one is the Rio Palace Riviera Maya, and that's March 28th through April 4th. And another is the Grand Palladium Lady Hamilton. Now, the Grand Palladium Lady Hamilton is in Montego Bay, and we have reason to believe that all, if not most, all of the resorts that had any kind of damage are scheduled to be open varying times as we get closer. Like we know exactly when the Sandals properties are all going to be opening. Some, as you can imagine, resorts had devastating damage, and they're not going to be open until May. But we know for a fact that we've got space available at the Grand Palladium Lady Hamilton right now.
Those spring break packages are even like more important than ever because there's less hotels available on spring break this year.
Exactly. You're 100% correct. So we've got that out there. So we'll basically give you all of that kind of options. So the offers are here, and you can see them now, and you can continue to take advantage of them throughout all of the remainder of what we consider to be Black Friday time, which is all the way up until the weekend of November, of Thanksgiving.
Okay. We do have a text. I think we answered this last week, too, so somebody else is texting. I need to renew my TSA PreCheck, which expires in December. Their .gov website said it's not being monitored during the government shutdown. Do you have an opinion? What happens if people can't renew before December 1st?
Yeah, one would seriously hope that the government would give them a grace period. You know, maybe I live in a Pollyanna world where the government does nice things, but if you can't renew it, one would think that they would have to honor it. But again, I would just keep checking that on a daily basis. Dayton, again, I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I did, But I just feel like good things are going to happen this week. I feel like there's going to be movement in that government shutdown. I mean, we're seeing, just think about this. The last 2 paychecks that the TSA workers got or the air traffic controllers got were $0.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid. And of course, people are angry because they're calling out sick. But it's inevitable. It's probably something that's to be expected, and that's why we're doing the 4%, then 8%, then all the way up to next Friday. It's all the way up to 10% of those cuts. Let's hope we don't get to that. Let's hope next Saturday when I'm here, we're not having to talk about the government shutdown and how we're being impacted by the FAA and the reductions.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, buddy.
855-616-1620 is a number. We have a couple segments left if you want to get in questions for Rose Gray. Thank you for listening to the Fox World Travel Show today.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
It's here on consignment from over 10,000 nationwide partners. From very high-end, distinctive furniture, unique antiques and original art, to tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. Premium home decor priced right at 25 to 40% off retail prices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Smart interior designers know that what they'll see here is going to be almost impossible to find anywhere else, especially at our consignment prices. Premium home decor that's gently loved and close to new. And what we carry can raise the wow factor of anyone's home decor. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Get started with your no-hassle refi checkup by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com.
You know, Dad, we can't ever change.
Amen to that, son. And I'll tell you what, we'd have a lot of people to answer to if we did.
The fact that things have remained the same at Marty's going back all the way to 1957 is what makes it so special.
And it starts with a recipe for our sauce. It's the original, the same one that Marty taught me. It was there on day one, and it's still here today.
And it's never going away.
James, you stick with that attitude, and Marty's will be around for your kids to keep up their tradition.
And there are other things that make Marty's Pizza special.
Well, you got our untouched original recipe for our pizza sauce, and we have our own sausage made for us with our own recipe. We make everything fresh. Our own meatballs, our lasagna, our dough every day. We cut our vegetables fresh every day.
It's a labor of love.
This is Dick the Dad.
And James the Son from Marty's Pizza in Delafield.
Find out what keeps our loyal customers coming back for generations.
Right off I-94 and Highway 83 in Delafield.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
The 5-2-1 Packers taking on the 6-2 Eagles. Monday Night Football at Lambeau Field tomorrow night, so there's going to be a lot of traffic on Highway 41.
Exactly.
Tomorrow, if you're having to go up and down that way. Or not tomorrow, Monday. So we did get a couple follow-up texts to the conversations we were having. One just said that at some airports, TSA pre-check is not operating at random times if insufficient TSA staff isn't on duty.
That's exactly right.
So be ready for that.
Be ready for
Another
that.
one says, Jumbo Rose, Scott B. here. I wanted to say thank you from me and my family, Fox African Travel in Twiga. Is that how you say it?
Twiga
Twiga
Tours. So that's the ground operator that
Okay.
African Travel uses in Kenya.
Okay. They said amazing 10 days, still going through my over 9,000 pictures.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Is that an exaggeration
No,
or is that?
no, I saw the number. He's a photog. He is taking multiple. And the beautiful thing about that is, and you're not getting them printed or processed. You're just going digitally and saying, I have 17 pictures of this leopard with its kill in this tree. Which one has the best lighting? Which one has
Sure.
the best face? Which one can I use for my main one?
This one says we renewed our global entry last Sunday and had the approval Monday. So that's global entry. That's working. Seems to be up and running.
Yeah, so it's hard to say. I'm not
But
sure.
global entry is not a government thing, is it?
Sure.
It is.
Sure.
It's just a different level that you're paying
Exactly.
for. Gotcha. Okay, 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talking text line. I have a newer credit card with the scanning feature. Apparently, crooks could have the ability to scan your card just by being close to your wallet. Is there a way to secure your scannable credit cards?
Yes. So what they're referring to is radio frequency identification. And it uses radio waves to automatically get that information off of that magnetic strip off of your credit cards.
Yes.
And this has been a thing for a pretty long time. It's a reader, and the crooks get it, and then they just walk right up to you, and you have that. Now, interestingly enough, there are many, many resources that you can use to prohibit or completely eliminate the chance of that happening. And if you just do RFID bags at Amazon, there are dozens of bags that will prohibit or prevent that particular kind of tracking on these situations. Dayton said you and your wife
Yep,
had
I got
them.
a wallet. She got the purse so that
Yep.
we had our cards protected when we went to Italy, thanks to Rose's recommendation.
There you go.
As far as we know, we did not get scanned or scammed.
Well,
so that's
yeah,
good.
hopefully. And so, yes, that's exactly what it is. It's just a kind of a fabric that they make that does not allow those frequencies, those waves to get in there to do that. Yep.
Every week it seems like we get the question. We're planning an American River cruise in 2026 looking for travel insurance options. Can the regular travel insurance we talk about every week cover in America too?
Absolutely. And so what we're telling people is, and actually we've had a couple of questions about insurance today that we're being blasted with texts, and I wish we could get to them
there's so
all.
many.
Can I have another hour, please? You can always call Fox World Travel for a travel quote. We will quote you Travel Guard, which is an AIG product. We have some very, very good policies that we can sell you. If you didn't buy your trip with us, that's fine. We'll still talk to you about insurance and help you with that. It is my understanding that if you get a quote from us, it holds for a week. So you don't feel pressured to buy it. You can think it through. You can look at other options if you want to do that. But yes, somebody else had set up a trip to Puerto Morales on their own on the text line. Same answer would be yes. If you need to buy independent insurance, we can help you with that.
And it's worth doing.
It is absolutely worth doing because I'm telling you, when these kinds of things happen with the government shutdown or Hurricane Melissa or any of those kinds of things, you want to make sure that you've got yourself good and covered.
866-GO-FOX-GO, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You can call in and talk to a representative or fill out the form at foxworldtravel.com. One more segment left. It's the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Midday News with Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty.
Milwaukee County leaders moving forward with the budget for 2026. The County Board of Supervisors approving the $1.3 billion spending plan.
Bringing you the latest in news, sports, traffic, and weather.
A state legislative committee unanimously orders an audit of the Department of Public Instruction's handling of misconduct allegations.
Every weekday from noon until 3 p.m. Only on WTMJ.
Does your home need a refresh? Get it looking gorgeous and ready for all your holiday gatherings with the Ken Michaels Furniture pre-holiday sale. With discounts starting at 30% off on living, dining, and bedroom furniture that you can customize. Order now and get it in time for your Christmas party. Make a home that reflects your family's unique style. Stop in today at Ken Michaels Furniture on Capitol Drive in Brookfield and Highway 100 in Greenfield. Give yourself the gift of sound sleep with a mattress set from Ken Michaels Furniture and Milwaukee Mattress. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses are custom built to your specifications. We offer special sizing, waterproofing, extra cushioning, and a variety of other options to accommodate your needs. Buy a mattress and a box spring set this week and get free delivery. For the best sleep of your life, stop into Ken Michaels Furniture on Highway 100 in Greenfield and Capitol Drive in Brookfield.
Shop smarter with Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan, just a few seconds across the Wisconsin border. Award-winning, organically grown, quality products you can trust. Don't settle for knockoffs in Wisconsin. Get the real deal at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Are you tired of fumbling through hundreds of feet of lights just to find out they burnt out last season? John Mercure here with Landworks Wisconsin. Let Landworks handle the holiday decorating for you this year so you can focus on what really matters. From festive holiday arrangements to dazzling lighting displays, their expert designers will work with you to build a display that fits your style and your budget. Make your home or business the talk of the block this year with holiday decorating from the teams I trust at Landworks. Visit landworkswisconsin.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Going to be a lot colder today than it was yesterday. We hit 60 yesterday, a high of 43 today with rain and snow moving in this afternoon. Currently 38 in Milwaukee. Dayton Kane and Rose Gray with you. Text came in that says, Rose, what exactly is the process for coming through customs on the way home from a European vacation? Is there paperwork or a form to do? What's going on?
Back in the day, you had this long, thin, blue form you had to fill out. Name, address, how many people are traveling with you, what are you bringing back in, what did you take out, did you visit a farm, a million things like that. There typically is, now this is O'Hare specific, but it's working that way, I think, in other big airports as well. You don't get a form like that at all, and you don't have to worry about it at all. So you go through the line, you're going to talk to an immigrations guy, and he's going to say, well, Dayton, what did they say to you when you came in?
We're coming back from Italy, and he goes, do you have any nuts, fruits, vegetables, alcohol? Yeah, I have alcohol. How much? I said, I don't know, like 3 or 4 bottles. He handed me a card and said, all right, go ahead. I'm like, okay. I handed that card in and I kept going.
Yep. So it's called the EPP card, and it stands for Enhanced Passenger Processing. And at many of our airports, that's just an easy way for you to get through this. So you don't have to answer all the questions and give them a form and that kind of a thing. Now, is it always going to be that way? I don't know. But if you've got global entry, it looks exactly the size of this laminated card they give you is exactly the size of the card that they give you when you go through global entry.
It's fairly big.
It'd be hard for you to lose it, but I'm sure some people do. But that's basically just saying to the customs officer as you're exiting, you've already answered the questions when you went through the processing, then you claimed your bags, and now you're exiting, and you're just saying, I didn't go to a farm. I don't have any fruits or vegetables with me. I did not exceed my duty-free limit. All of those kinds of things.
It was almost too easy.
You got a little
I was
worried.
a little confused. I'm like, am I done? Are we going? Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
All right. Another one came in and said, my wife and I are flying out of O'Hare to Punta Cana Monday morning. In your opinion, how soon should we arrive to the airport? Mark from Pewaukee.
Okay, so what's difficult right now is you, just like some of the texters were saying that the TSA website's not being monitored, the TSA app that I have on my phone is also not being updated. And so you can't really find out what's going on with regard to lines at TSA. So on an international flight, it is absolutely recommended that you get there 3 hours prior.
Right.
And so I know people are thinking, oh my gosh, it's only the Dominican Republic. It's only, a hop, skip, and a jump. It's not really international. Well, yes, it is. And why not? Why take a chance? Why take a chance on Monday when we're seeing these flights being canceled and those kinds of things?
Grab a book, be ready to sit,
exactly,
and just relax.
Exactly. So I just feel like if you really want to be on the safe side, get there 3 hours prior.
We have an event coming up December 2nd.
We do, and it's a very exciting event because our good friend Rocky from African Travel is flying in from California to do the show for us. When you go to the Stay Connected events tab on our vacation page, you will not only find out what that show is all about, where that show is, what time that show is happening, but you also get to see an adorable bio of Rocky Dean. He's an inspiring and charismatic travel sales professional with 15 years of travel industry. His incredible passion for travel led him to a decade of traveling all over the world. During this time, his love of Africa began. He is a captivating speaker. He's done shows for us before, a wealth of knowledge, and you will not want to miss this one. And we will be in a capacity-controlled situation. So if you want to make sure that you do indeed get to go to this event in Nashotah. Have I ever been in Nashotah, Wisconsin?
I have. I've been at the Red Circle Inn,
Okay.
actually.
Well, the picture of the Red Circle Inn looks like a fun
It's old
place
school.
to hang
It's
out.
nice,
Very
yeah.
old school, yeah. So I will be there, and I absolutely encourage anybody that wants to talk about Africa in general, and specifically our 2 groups for 2026. Please
One
stop
last
by.
time, text FWT to 855-616-1620, and we get...
You're getting Black Friday deals, and they were there with Delta Vacations and Apple Vacations and Celebrity Cruises and Princess Cruises and Insight Vacations and Globus Tours and Viking River Cruises and Avalon and Royal Caribbean and Holland America and African Travel. And so deals to be had that are considered to be Black Friday deals, even though I'm not a fan of that because Black Friday should be the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We know everybody else has expanded their sales to include pretty much the entire month of November, so why wouldn't we?
It's a misnomer.
It is a misnomer.
I
And
remember
actually,
getting
whenever
up-
you could save some money, why not?
I remember setting up at the mall at midnight on Thanksgiving night into Friday to do the big opening of the doors and people rushing in. It's a thing of the past.
It's a thing of the past. So I good thing, bad thing. We're right in there with the rest of them doing Black Friday. So you want to find out more about that, you can continue to text FWT to 855-616-1620. Don't forget, you can check out everything on the website and always call us Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 866-GO-FOX-GO.
And we have you for the next 3 months.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here for you.
We will see you next week.
Thanks.
Every Saturday, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, it's a Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ. Joe Kraus and the crew from Annex Wealth Management coming in next with Money Talk.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed